It's that time of year again, guys, and
The clock is ticking, so let's go ahead and get this porch decorated for Christmas, candy cane style. And if this is your first time here, my name is Marlene. Welcome to Marlene's How To's, my home and garden channel.
so these are some of the items that we use. You can see some poinsettias. You can see the sign right there, different rugs, wreath, and you can see I have the candy cane ribbons, which are right in keeping with the theme for this one. And a blanket, rugs of different types, like I said, wreath, mini trees, and all of those things are going to be put together. And I'm going for a more modern look this time. Typically, I go more traditional, but I wanted to try something different. So stick around and see what we're going to do. So the first thing that we did was to have my husband come through and just blow all of these leaves away. It is, after all, late autumn, so all those leaves will come over. And this leaf blower that he's using right here, it's very, very handy. It makes it so easy, so I'll put a link in the description box in case you wanted to get one of those, because it really helps to reduce the time that it takes for you to clean up your yard in general. So he did a pretty good job there. So next we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and wipe the door down and all the other surfaces. And it's good to do this to refresh everything, as well as if you have things that you want to stick to it, command hooks or whatever, it basically allows them to stick better, once it is dry. So I went through and I gave a thorough wipe down to everything there. And then I went ahead and I wiped off the little stool that I have here. And this, I actually got it from a dollar store for $5 a few months back. The first thing that I put out was my wreath right here. Just trying to hang it on. And I did make that bow myself from the ribbon that I bought. And I went with the evergreen wreath this time, as you can see. And I'm just straightening out the bow right there. The next thing was to put my base rug down. And I love this plaid. I got this a few months ago from Walmart for $9.99. And it's been working very, very well. And it keeps really good. Next, I have the Be Merry sign. And this was from Ross, and that one was for, I think it was like $6.99 for this one. And I thought the color really popped, and it works very, very well. The words and the color just looks really good and perfect for the season. Then next was this little mini tree that I have here. And this one, what I did was to get the same type of ribbon and just put it through so it matches with the wreath. It's like, perfect match for it right there. And I like the burlap that's under it at the bottom there. So I'm just going to set it down. And then I did something else. What I did was to get these wonderful rosemaries from my garden, rosemary twigs, and they smell so, so good. And I think it makes it so organic. And then I got these berries right here, and I'm going to go ahead and just stick them in. And because it smells so nice, the smell also helps to keep, certain little critters away from the porch. And that is good. So I stuck them in where they fit in, and I thought it went really, really well. In retrospect, I probably should have put some on my wreath as well, but maybe next time I'll definitely pick some more and do that. And I'm putting these right here, and this definitely gives it a nice pop of color. And of course, it's also very, very seasonal. So I thought it was just a nice little way to, help the colors to pop a little bit more. So far, I'm definitely liking how it's looking. Next thing now is this. This was a magazine basket that I had quite a few years ago. It has that nice rustic feel, which is what I'm going for here. And of course, I tied another one of the ribbons on there again to match up with what we're doing there. And I set it right there. And I did switch it around a few times just to get the position correct. Then I went ahead and I placed some firewood in there. Of course, you could use it for different things, but I thought that was very seasonal. And it's a very good idea to, have firewood, because even though you may have if you use a wood-burning fireplace, it's good to have them, because if the power goes, then you have a backup. You can go ahead and use this, and, you'll be good to go. So I think it's definitely a double purpose. It looks beautiful, it looks organic, and it also can be used in the event or just for the ambiance, if you have a wood-burning fireplace. Then next, I got my little sign. It says, "There's Snow Place Like Home," and I thought that was really cute. And of course, Mr. Snowman in his little scarf right there and the top hat, very, very, very seasonal. Next would be the poinsettias, and this is a beautiful fresh one right here. The only thing is that if it gets to be less than 50 degrees overnight, you really don't want to put these out. It's not good for the plants. So the option is to get some full ones like I have here, and I've had these for over 10 years. But don't skimp on them, guys. Get the really good ones. This is not the time for the dollar store, and get the really good quality ones that are going to pop and make your porch look good. If you're in like Florida, go ahead and put these outside. So then I went ahead and I took my faux poinsettias and stuck them in. I have some soil in the container right there, and I put some mulch on top, and that way it gives it that kind of like a earthy look, because I'm going for something that's a little bit, eco-friendly. And just to say at this point that if you do like gardening topics, I do decorate my porch each season, so if you like that as well too, and even houseplants, I look at those from time to time. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap on the notification bell twice so you never miss an upload. So this is a finishing touch right here on the poinsettia. I did put a branch from my backyard that fell, and you can see it makes it look really, really organic, and it kind of lifts the whole arrangement. And I did put some leaves from my camellia as well to give it some greenery there. Next we come to our Joy to the World sign, and I absolutely love it. I think the message is great. And again, this has a more modern look that I'm going for this time. And we have some Velcro that we attached on there, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick it on it so it stays. Of course, you can use a command hook to do it that way as well. So whatever works best for you is definitely what I would say. But I like how it looks, and it's, has that nice modern look to it, like I was saying. Next is to go ahead and arrange my blanket on here, and I love this. Is kind of like a cranberry red. I absolutely love it. And this is just if you just want to hang out a little bit and you want to keep warm as the weather gets cooler. That's a great way to do it, just to get your little blanket. And then I put this frosted wreath right next to it, as well as my home sign. And I thought that it went really well. A plaid one, red and white would have been nice too, but I thought that this was really great. So I just like how it looks. And you can tell me in the comments if you like that or if you'd have used a different color for it based on the theme that we're doing today. And now it's time to get our columns wrapped. Make sure you have them properly cleaned and dry before you start. That's the ribbon that I'm going to be using right there. That was from Walmart. And I've had this curling ribbon for many, many years, maybe about 20 years, and it keeps working. We're going to go ahead and wrap it around. So first I'm going to go ahead and get my ribbon going here. And this was, I think, a 2-inch ribbon. And this one is kind of like a velvety feel to it. And you go and you make a diagonal cut like you see me doing right here to go ahead and get it started so you have the right angle. And you can see it has a little embellishment on the ends of it as well. So I just go in and I take my stapler and just start stapling it onto there. Now if you have like stucco, or if you have concrete, for your columns, you may want to use command hooks to keep it in place. And then you just go ahead and wrap it around at an angle like I'm doing here. And of course, always make sure that it is flat. So you want to make sure that you get that done when you're doing it. So, it makes it easier for you. So I'm wrapping it around here on the slant. And this is what it looks like when only the broader ones are on there. Of course, you're going to go ahead and put the pinstripe in afterwards. And if you want to see a step-by-step on exactly how I did that so it turns out perfect for you, be sure to check out this video. I'm going to link it at the end for you so you can go ahead and, get some great step-by-step on that. And now, guys, it is time for the reveal. So here we are with the finished look, and you can see it looks really, really nice. I just love how it turned out. And of course, it always looks better when you see it in person than on the camera. Because, the ribbons here are a little far away, so you have to get close in to see how it looks as someone will be passing by. And just take a look at these wonderful columns that have been wrapped here. How gorgeous they are. Let's take a closer look now at my small tree, and you can see the rosemary little branches are on there. And of course, it still smells really nice. You can see the burlap that they have at the base right there. And I have my little berries, so that's a nice close-up look. And you can see how the ribbon, and it was very easy, just tuck it in here and there until it goes from top to bottom. So I like how that looked. And over here we have the rugs, and you can see the one at the back. And then we have the one at the top. It says, "Be merry." It looks a little orangey just because of the sunlight coming over, but it's it's a deep red, and I absolutely love it. So now we go to the wreath, and just to show you how it ties in with the ribbon and everything. And again, I went for evergreen this time. Most times I use like a grapevine wreath, but this year I wanted to do evergreen, and I think it went really, really well. And then next we go over to the arrangement here. You can see my poinsettias that they're doing quite well with my camellia right there and the branch. And of course, if you have like, say, evergreen branches, you can always stick those in there as well to fill out the middle a little bit more. But I was perfectly fine with it the way it was right there. And over here now we have the magazine basket, and you can use different things maybe to store your wood if you're going to do that out front, but I thought this worked really well, maybe like a sleigh or, like a little red wagon or something like that. But I thought that worked out really well. And you can see just matching up how the colors come together with the column as well as, the flowers there. And then next is our Joy to the World, which is a wonderful message for the season. I absolutely love it. And I thought this was just such a good find at the dollar store. They do come through time and time again. And over here we have this theme, There's No Place Like Home. Someone told me that that's like a dad joke, but I'm just like, it's okay, it's Christmas. I love it. And then over here now we have the blanket, and you can see how it's looking there with it. And I just like the color. It's just absolutely rich and wonderful to me. And of course, we cannot leave out my pansies. They're doing quite well in this cold weather. You can see they're blooming very nicely. And I'll do a video in the next few weeks or so showing you how they have been doing and managing in the cold weather. Now, of course, the poinsettias, those have to stay indoors because they're tropical and they cannot take temperatures that are below 50 degrees, whether it's overnight or in the daytime, it doesn't matter. So if it's cold like that in your area, please keep them inside, otherwise they will die or do very poorly. And of course, we always want to remember the reason for the season, which is Happy Birthday, Jesus. Can't leave that out at all from my Christmas videos. So I do want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll enjoy your decorating. And of course, I do hope to see you in the next video. If you have never subscribed to my channel before, be sure to hit the subscribe button and share this with your friends. Take care until the next one.